true gift, and I'm so glad that you are in my life. So I'm just very lucky.
She's always telling me, Summit, we have to invite everyone. We can't make anyone feel left out.
Yes.
And as Rob knows, sometimes I'm not the best at that.
Require it.
Alright, come back to me.
She's old.
So, Julie, my favorite thing about you is how you create an atmosphere of happiness. Whenever we're doing something, even if like we're at the bar, and I know it's not your favorite thing, you still always have your beer, and you're smiling, and you're chatting, and you just make everyone feel special and happy, and create this atmosphere that is pleasant and fun to be in. And that is not something that you can teach, that not a lot of people are good at. And I really appreciate it every time we're in a group and you're there, because it's always more pleasant, and it always puts a smile on everyone's face. I love that.
P.S. I love that you know now that you went the runway. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm next.
And then you went up black dress, and I was like,
But you might use mine.
Because no.
Rob's afraid.
Okay, so Julie. Alright, I'm going to honest.
You can go.
Oh, so my thing,
I'll
and
go.
I think I've expressed this, but I think that you taught me to always remember the little things about people in life. And I think, some of us, especially the guys, aren't as good as remembering when somebody's birthday is, when somebody has an important life event, when somebody has a graduation. Without fail, you take the time to do a card, to call somebody, to be thoughtful, I think is the best way. And to be consistently thoughtful for even people you're not the closest to. I think that's been great for the group. I've seen that more with Summit this year. I think it's certainly made it for me to learn how to be more thoughtful.
It's fun.
Well, they all took all. No, I think one of my favorite things about you is how excited you are to do anything and everything that we're doing. So if it's stuff like that you always love to do, field work, things like that, but then you're always very, very inclusive and you make sure everyone's excited, or for at the bar, or when you're trying something new, like my wedding. There were a lot of very new things, but you were always smiling, always so excited, and that takes a very unique, and not everyone can do it. I can't do that, or I'm always smiling. But especially my wedding weekend, I learned you're very calming, and you're very, you have this special way of calming people down. I've noticed that you do that with everyone, regardless if they're not even having a bad day or anything, but they're just nervous about something or they're excited about something, and you always have a way to bring everyone kind of to reality and make sure that they're doing okay, and always check up on everyone, which I would not have made it to the wedding weekend. We had a saying that after a while, Julie was going to be like, has anyone seen Julie? Misha's looking for a Julie, and we don't know where Julie is. But just the way you participate in everything, and then, of course, how happy you make my brother. I have to say, truly, I've not seen him this happy ever. And, you bring us together, too. So it's just all those things. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'll go next. So, what they said. Plus, I think one thing that is unique, well, not unique, but you're very good at is you're one of the most perceptive people I've ever met and been around. It's sort of hard to find somebody that when you look at somebody and you think something, and we'll be in a situation where I'm totally uncomfortable, and I'll look at you, and I'm totally uncomfortable, but you smile and laugh at me, and when I try to say something negative, you say, well now, and then, I don't know how many times that's happened, it's been a lot. But I think that's really a neat thing to have, because it creates a sense of connection with somebody it's really hard to find, and you always mean it well, and when I'm looking for, sort of like what he was saying, looking for an idea, well, what should I do in this situation? I'll ask you, and they'll say, well, no, you have to call them. You have to So I think,
A little calming.
but I think that's two of the things that I really appreciate about you, and I'll miss you.
I'm gonna miss you. We have to all visit.
Florida's such a hard place.
This is gonna be really long because I know there's a lot of things you love about me.
Well, no, stop.
You're on the spotlight.
No.
Yep.
I'm gonna go back and look at this if I'm ever wondering whether I should buy you a nice gift.
Good.
The string
Alright,
quartet's
it's like,
coming in.
what?
The string quartet's coming in. Yeah.
I think I most appreciate your loyalty as a friend, in kind of like all facets, and your dedication to eating chocolate chip cookies in the afternoon. And the fact that you can threaten to take back someone's birthday present to get you to call people back. But no, I think that your loyalty as a friend is something that as you get older you value more and more as people change, but you know that there's certain people that are always there regardless of what they do.
You make me more loyal. You're one of the most loyal people I know. So, thank you.
You have to do a selfie.
Selfie, yeah.
We'll keep going. I'll come
I
back.
didn't do
Alright.
a selfie.
And you can record me.
That
That would've been perfect.
I'll hold it.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, I would echo everything that's been said. I think to kind of put my own twist or spin on it is that I mean, you're a great friend, and I think that you're not just a great friend to your close friends and people you know well, but I mean, you could meet anybody and instantly be a friend to them, and I think that's an admirable quality, that you have a gift of putting people at ease right away and feeling comfortable talking to you, and I can say I'm very proud to be your friend, and that I would if I had anybody moving into Columbus that was new, I think that you'd probably be the first person I would introduce them to and be like, hey, Julie's a wonderful and sweet person and has a lot of great friends. So cheers and happy birthday.
You stole mine.
Great minds think alike.
I know. Well, I was just gonna say, because my story about you is that I was taking, I think must have been step 3, and I didn't even know you that well, but I had seen you at church, and then she shows up at last call mass with a bag of homemade granola bars for me, which was so amazing. I didn't even know you that well. I was like, who's this awesome, nice person? And it was great. And then you stuck around, and now you're with all this, and I just love it. So I was just going to say that you make people feel at ease, even if they're, as you said, you're loyal to your close friends, but also people that you don't know as well. And you do nice little random acts of kindness like that. So that meant a lot to me.
Well, everybody has said a lot of things about you. But I think one of the things that I most appreciate about you is that when we're sort of in community, I think that you make a very particular effort to create a net between different people. So you'll kind of move from person to person to person and make sure that everybody feels included and everybody feels talked to, and you can make a very personal event for an event that's very big. So I thought that, and obviously everybody else can echo theirs, but that's one of the things that I think was missed.
I'll hold for you.
Do I have to
Dr.
say
Shaw.
something?
Of course you
Yeah.
can. Say it. That's Jess. Okay. There you go.
I agree with all the guys said. It's nice to hear all the guys talking about how you make them better people, because I think you make definitely me a better person and more kinder person, and make me think about the small things in life. But in addition to that, I admire your patience, which is often necessary with me when I'm not on time, when I don't have plans and I take you out somewhere, when I'm running around or I'm being ADD. We were supposed to go volunteer before this, and it was raining, and so we were going to go volunteer outside in the rain first of all, which she was somehow okay with, and then no one was there, and she didn't even blink an eye, and then we ended up just driving to Target and then kind of going back to her place. But you're always very patient, and it keeps me patient, and I appreciate that. So, thank you.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Jessica will keep you all up to date on how my